Great, thank you, Audrey.
Okay.
Don't go nowhere.
The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line.
That was
The
just
broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Oh my God, Rob.
Yep.
Good morning.
It's in the
How are you?
state. He wants to know what names would be in
So glad you're
now.
back with me this week because
Did
this
they
week we're going to
With
be
the state or
moving
like
into
my
the
people.
listing
It's
and the
three
listing presentation. And today's session is about getting ready for
Since
a
it was in the
listing
state, but-
presentation, what to do during our
this
walkthrough,
sellers thing.
and then how to put together our market analysis, our board listing presentation, and all of that. We have with us today, we have Pete is with us in New Jersey. And I think we've met him before, so we don't need to do that. What I do need to do is ask you, did you have any questions about anything? Did you think of any questions over the weekend, or did you have any successes that you would like to share? I actually know that at least one of you has had some success
You gonna
with
sit
some
in
of
on
the
it?
things that we talked about.
I think so.
Are you willing to share it? I heard through the grapevine. Anybody willing to share? Okay, all right. And no questions. Then let's get started. We're on page 7-2. And unlike other companies, we like to do a 3-step listing presentation that incorporates a 2 visits to the property. So there's 2 visits to the property. Now, this is our listing process. Step 1 is simply an information gathering visit. That is your first visit to the property. Then we go back and do our market research, put together our price trend analysis, and put together our doors listing presentation. Step 3 is our second visit, where we actually go out to the property and give our listing presentation. Now, I know this is a little confusing. In fact, it's confusing as I say it. But let me start out maybe differently. How do most real estate agents list property? What is the process? Well, the process is step 3. They simply go out for their listing to talk to people about listing their home. They do everything in one fell swoop. They walk through the property with the owner. They ask the owner some questions. They sit down. They give the owner the price that they suggest for the home, or they simply ask the seller what they want. And if it sounds good to them, they say, that sounds good to me, and then sign here. Very few real estate agents even have any kind of listing presentation that they use. Your local companies most likely do not have any listing presentation, formal presentation at all. And even your major companies, although they have them, they are not training their agents to use them. And most of their agents we're finding and hearing are not. So here's what happens. A listing presentation becomes anything that an agent decides to say when they are at the home. Most agents don't say anything. They simply assume that if they are in the door, that the people are wanting to list it with an agent, and they hope that their smile, their personality is going to win them over. They walk through the home for the first time in their life with the owner. They sit down at the table afterwards with the owner. The first words out of the owner's mouth is, what do you think? What do you think we can get for it? And right then and there, that agent has to derive in their head as they're walking through a price for this property. Very hard to do. Almost impossible to do when you think about it, because you're walking through quickly. The owner's talking to you at the same time, pointing things out. Maybe you ran a few comps at your they put an addition on, you didn't know about that. They changed something. Or you thought it was the Saturn model in Earth subdivision, and it turns out it's the Venus. And now, you sit down, they ask you the price, and you throw out something off the top of your head. That is what is being done every single day. Or you simply ask them, what did you all have in mind? Oh, that sounds good. Let's list it at that. And they try then to get people to sign their listing agreement with not ever sharing with the owner what they're going to do for them. They might say, I'm a great agent. We're a great company. I sold, 2 houses in this neighborhood last year, but that's about it. And then trying to get them to sign. We have a formal listing presentation, one that lays out a marketing plan for the property and shows the seller exactly what they can expect from us every step of the way. We also believe in a first visit walkthrough so that we can gather the information about the home, get everything that we need to know, put together a market analysis for them, and our marketing plan, which is our listing presentation. Then we go back for our actual pre-scheduled appointment to talk to them about putting the home on the market with us. So that's the difference between us and what others do. We know that when our agents do the 3-step process, we get the listing 85% of the time. Now, if our agents, our Weichert agents, skip these steps and just go in on the one-visit approach, no, that's not part of that. That's not part. You're not going to get it 85% of the time. You're going to be like everybody else who just walks in and says, hi, I'm a nice person. I work for a great company. Sign here. And, oh, by the way, what did you want for the house? Oh, that sounds good. It's done every day that way. And we do it differently. So let's look at what we do. First of all, we do this first step. It's just an information gathering visit. We do not give our listing presentation there. We do not discuss price there. It's simply a quick walkthrough, take some photographs, ask some questions. Now we know it's a Venus model. And when we go back to put together our market analysis, we're not confused. Because that step 2 gives us time to put together a market analysis for them and put together our door listing presentation. Our presentation is customized to the subject property. In order to customize it, we have to have seen the property in advance. Then we go out for our pre-scheduled time for our actual appointment. All right, I'm going to break it down for you further. I think it'll come clear as we go. First of all, the reason we do the 2-visit approach, and we're on page 3, is the first visit allows time to build rapport with the seller. So that when we come back again, let's say that we made an appointment for 7 o'clock tonight. Then maybe we're at the door talking to them and they agree to an appointment. We simply ask, would it be possible for me to do a quick walkthrough while I'm here? It'll help me be better prepared when I come back tonight. I'll have a market analysis for you, and also I'll put together a marketing plan for your home. Maybe they called us on the phone and maybe they said, I met you at an Easter egg roll and I kept your card and we're now thinking of selling our house. Could you come out? And you make your appointment. She says 7 o'clock tonight works good for her. I say 7 o'clock is fine for me. By the way, would there be some time during the day today that you might be home so that I could do a quick walkthrough of your property? And that's how I ask for the first visit. She says, well, yeah, I'm going to be home all day. So that walkthrough then gives me time to build rapport with her. to build rapport. So that when I come back tonight at 7, it's not like, oh, are you Tony, when the door opens, but instead, oh, Tony, come on in. There's a big difference when they've already met you and you've already built rapport. Number 2, that first visit allows me then to customize our listing presentation. Our listing presentation actually has about a half a dozen pages that show their home pictures and information about their home already within our formal presentation. To do that, I have to get in, see the home, take some photographs of it. Otherwise, I'll be going out with a presentation that is not customized to their property. Number 3, it moves the spotlight off of me, the associate, and onto the marketing plan. So it's not about me, it's about what I'm going to do for them. Number 4, it shows the value of full service for a full fee. We're not a discount brokerage. We're not a la carte brokerage. We are a full service brokerage. So we need to show them what they're getting for the money that they're spending. Number 5. And it shows the points of difference between us and anyone else that they might be talking to. Often people are talking to others, and they're probably not going to tell you that. So this way, we have a chance when we're competing. In fact, we have an excellent chance because others are going in with a one-step visit. They walk through the house. They try to price it based on a single walkthrough. Let me tell you something. When you walk through a home for the first time in your life, you sit back down at the table, you don't even remember how many bedrooms there were upstairs. So how in the world can you price the property running it through your head real quick like that? But that's the way it's done every day. Now, there are other companies, like I said, who do have listing presentations. Most of their agents are not using them because they're not training people like we're doing here with you. So agents receive it, but no one's encouraging them to use it. Those who do, and there are some, I know some, for example, Prudential has a pretty good listing presentation. It's not bad. I mean, it's truly nothing compared to ours, but it's not personalized or customized in any way, and it's not very in-depth, but it's there. They've got it. But I know very few of their agents who use it. So when we use our presentation and we're up against others, I actually think we're better off when they talk to other people because they've seen nothing, heard nothing other than nice house, love to get it on the market for you, sign here. Oh, and by the way, what price did you have in mind? Oh, that sounds good to me too. That's what I was thinking. That's the way properties are being listed, and we go in and we actually share with them a market analysis that we were able to create because we saw the home in advance. We have a listing presentation that shows their home and how it's going to look on the internet, how it's going to look in various different promotional pieces that we'll be doing for their property. And suddenly we're blowing their socks off. They've not seen anything like it. We've given our presentation to people who've been relocated year after year by their company. Maybe their company never used Wyford before, but they've been relocated many, many times. They've moved around a lot. Who tell us we have never seen anything like this in all the years of moving and working with various different real estate agents. So, shows the points of difference. Now, how do you get the first visit? Well, depends on how you got the appointment. For example, did you get the appointment because you were door knocking and they agreed that you could come back at 7 tonight? Then ask while you're there, since I'm here, could I do a quick walkthrough of your home? This will help me in putting together a marketing plan for it. And also, I'd like to come back tonight at 7 with a market analysis for you to show you what is going on in the neighborhood, what things are selling for, what your competition might be, things like that. It would only take about, 10, 15 minutes. Could I do a quick walkthrough while I'm here? They call you on the phone. Same thing. Let's meet then at 7 o'clock tonight. By the way, you're going to be home during the day today. Can I stop by and do a quick walkthrough? That's how you ask for it. What if you cannot get it? What if they say, no, I'm not going to be home? We're not going to be home till 6:30. We're going to grab a bite to eat and see you at 7. Well, would it be all right if I came out and did a walk around the property and maybe take some exterior photographs of your home? Would that be okay? Not as good as going in, but it's the next best thing. Walking around property. Now you at least have some exterior photographs that you can then use in your doors listing presentation to show them what their promotional pieces will look like, what their internet listing will look like. So get that at the very least. Get that at the very least. Now, if you've not seen our actual doors listing presentation, I don't mean given. I mean the portfolio, the thing itself. Try to get to your office this afternoon or this evening and take a look at it. There will be one in your office. Ask if you can just flip through the pages so that you can see which pages are customized to the subject property so you know what I'm talking about. It's also going to help you tomorrow when I give the listing presentation. It's going to help you follow along and kind of get a feel for the way it works. Now, if you can't get into your office, it's not the absolute end of the world. You can listen tomorrow and get the gist out of it without, but it's just going to be helpful. So see if you can do that. Now, on page 4, there's some sample dialogue for closing for an appointment. And you can read that on your own. That's just kind of reiterating what we've already said. What I really want to do, though, is talk about what you do during that walkthrough visit. And just as importantly, what you don't do during the walkthrough. So we're not at the listing presentation at 7 o'clock. We are in during the earlier walkthrough. That's where we are right now. But I first want to ask you, are you following what we're doing here? Do you have any questions about it? Okay. All right. In the first visit, we kind of call it a getting to know you visit. Do you remember, well, some of you won't, because some of you are too young, but the musical, The King and I, getting to know you, getting to know all about, it was a song, getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. If I sang it, you would recognize it. Well, maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't recognize it. And I don't sing, so I'm not going to do that to you. But there was a song called Getting to Know You. And getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. And that's what that first visit is all about. It is your rapport visit, the building rapport visit. And it's a place where you can learn more about the sellers and their property, where they're going, when they have to be there, looking at the property, asking questions as you walk through. And they also then get to know